Most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is ESHMAN. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday and on Wednesday and on Thursday. ESHMAN will be waiting for you.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Business Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Hello, welcome to Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. Always good to know that you're there. Thank you very much to those of you that have been watching us, commenting, sending messages. I really do appreciate you. This program is designed for families, designed for singles, designed for everybody, because we basically talk about everything, particularly the things that have to do with the home front. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and when the time comes, please call in. And this is because all our discussions will have to do with you one way or the other. All right. I do want to appreciate all of you that watched us yesterday in particular. We had a little bit of each with a phone, and thank you to those that attempted to call in. Today we're here and we have another wonderful topic for us to discuss. Now, this is a topic that you want to watch with somebody else, because one way or the other, sometimes we'll agree and sometimes we may not agree so much. But you're welcome to Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. What are we discussing tonight? Simply put, are we to endure everything in marriage? Are we to endure everything in marriage? Good question that is. But really, if you think about it very well, it has a lot of branches. And some of these branches tonight, we are going to break down, talk about them. Now, my aim personally, and I believe you will agree with me, is to reduce as much as possible the issue of domestic violence in our society. We cannot kill it totally, but for every time we talk against domestic violence, one way or the other, another home is saved, another life is saved, and another family will be happier for it. And so most families go through a lot of tensions, and sometimes it's difficult to actually explain to people what they are going through. And this is why we must discuss. Remember, for ESHMAN's program, there is nobody that should be judged. Nobody will be made to feel bad. Let's talk about these things, and let's find the better and the easier way out of our life matters. Welcome one more time to Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. Should we endure everything in marriage? Now, our parents and our parents' told us, which is true, that they made us feel like marriage is a journey of no return. To a large extent, I agree with them. And I would really advise you, make sure, or do your best rather, to ensure that your relationship works. You really have to try your best. Let everybody know that you have really tried your best. If you want it to work, it will work. However, marriage is probably the most complicated thing you can think of in life. When you run into a bad business, it's easy for you to tell your friends that I ran into a bad business, I lost some money. It could even be a thing of pride that you attempted, and that's the truth. Sometimes when you've eaten something bad, you can easily tell people, oh wow, I ate something bad. You understand? Sometimes when you go to a bad school, only when you have gotten there that you know that it's a bad school, you can quickly come back and tell people, no, that school is not so good. However, marriage is different. Now, when you are married, a lot of people are not happy, and guess what? They have to pretend all the time that they are happy. Very complicated, that is right. A lot of people will have to come out publicly and laugh and pretend and talk about their partners. Meanwhile, they are getting back home to wet the pillows with tears. These things happen. They are the realities of life. And I want us to talk about this tonight. At the right time, we will open the phone so that you can call in. But this is a program that is designed for us to discuss. So you're not going to leave it all to me tonight. All of us are going to discuss. Welcome one more time to Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. Have you been in that kind of confusing state before, where you feel stuck in what you don't like? Actually, there can always be a way out. There can always be a way out. We're already having some callers already. Again, we will let you know when the phone is opened. Now, there would always be a way out. And sometimes the way out is actually to be in there and make things work. But other times, which we'll talk about at some other time, at some other time, you may have to make a run for your life. But for tonight, should we endure everything that marriage brings? The answer depends on you. The answer depends on the individual listening to me. Now, let's quickly enumerate some difficulties that we can find in marriage. And I believe that these are crucial things that we cannot ignore. Number one, economically. The truth is that a lot of people get into relationships hoping their lives will be better. And that's the truth. Everybody believes that way. Everybody wishes for that. Everybody wants that. Only to get into the marriage or to the union and find out that no, things are actually worse off. How long are you going to endure that? Of course, personally, I will advise most things should be endured, because when you endure and you work hard, you probably will find a solution. But let me quickly address the economical issue. Economical issue could happen to anybody at any time. You could be rich last week and poor this week. You could even be rich yesterday and be poor this week. Find out about those that invested heavily in some funny shares the shares were very up today and tomorrow they woke up to find out that they're so down. So many things could mess up your economical life. Now, it's not a problem when you run into a ditch in life. It's a problem when you remain in that ditch. Well, If you like what I'm saying, please do let me know. To those of you on Facebook, on YouTube, join. If you're calling from, when we open the phone, if you're calling from outside the US, remember to put a code and we'll let you know as soon as possible. So it's not a problem to run into a ditch. It's a problem to remain in the ditch. Let me quickly talk to the men. Now, majority of the pressure that we're giving the women may be unfair. The reality is that life is designed that men should do the harder work. The women are actually designed to enjoy. And that's the truth. Everybody has an idea of the story of creation, whatever religion you belong to. The man was created first. And when he was created, it was the assignment was for him to work and work and work. And after he has worked and the garden was so beautiful, that was when the lady came. In other words, the ladies are actually created to enjoy. When there is a breakdown of economical standard in the family, man, oh man, it is time for you to stand up. You cannot sit and hope that your wife will go get the funds so that the bills will be paid. That's almost not natural. And these are the things that will put a strain on her. And after a while, she will be asking herself, how long will I endure this? You could lose your job. It's not big news. It's not breaking news. People have lost their jobs many times before you. Losing the job is not the problem. But when you have lost your job as a man, you don't stay jobless. No, you got to stand up and find something to do. If you can't find, then create one. Why? If you do not take care or handle the economical problem of your family as a man, you are going to be putting so much strain on the woman. Initially, she wouldn't mind. Initially, she would provide, but that can only go on for so far. Why? Nature has not designed her to be the provider. And so, the first question to the ladies tonight, we're going to be opening our phone very shortly. The first question to the ladies tonight, on this economical issue, how long really can you endure? Now, there's so many men. I'm descending on the men because, believe it or not, it's my personal belief. It's what I believe it should be. Like it or not, you are designed to be a provider. You are made to provide for the family. And so the reality is that as a lady, when he is not pulling his weight, when he's not pushing hard enough, how long really can you endure? Knowing that if this is not taken care of, it's not only going to mess up your family, it could mess up every other thing around you. So the man that lost his job, well, not a bad thing that you lost your job. Fine, you cried about it, but it's not breaking news. It's a problem when you just don't find another one. And like I said, if you cannot find another one, why don't you create one? So ladies, what do you think? How long can you endure that kind of a situation where he's not bringing anything home or he's not bringing much home, not because he doesn't have the capability, not because he really can't, but he feels, I don't want to use the word being lazy, but that's just the truth. He feels too lazy to go out and fetch the funds. You understand? It frustrates the lady that has to go out. So, gentlemen, I do want to encourage all of us tonight for us to remove the strain. The lady has to see that you're trying. You can imagine how annoying, how provoking it could be when she's going to work and you are just turning to the other side of the bed, sleeping and snoring. And she's coming back from work. You're just there in front of the TV watching some games. And this happens day in, day out. Look, like it or not, the love is going to reduce. There are some things that the ladies will tell you that, okay, maybe I would understand. But the understanding doesn't go very far. A man has to be on his feet. Now, Many times you go out, you may not even be able to bring anything in, but the lady sees your attempts. She sees that you're making some effort. She sees that some way, one way or the other, is going to hit it one day. But when she goes out and comes back, everything is the same. To worsen the case, before she comes back, you've eaten a whole lot of food, and guess what? The plates are put there in the sink for her to come and wash later. All these things will eventually put a strain. What about the social life? Gentlemen, tonight is for you. Some other time we're going to be talking about the ladies. What about the social life? How long do you think she can endure when she doesn't even know where you go? Every Friday night you're at somewhere. It's good to hang out. Of course, being at the club sometimes might just be one of the good things that you see, the dancing, the being happy. But should it be every night, every time without your partner? These are the things that really frustrate them when they don't even know your whereabouts. When they don't even know what kind of social life you're doing. You must find a way to bring your family together. If you don't carry them along, all these things secretly, they could be small, but eventually they're going to tear off the whole web of unity in the home. They must be able to attest to the fact that this is who you are. Sometimes you deviate once or twice, but it's not every time. They cannot really tell what you're up to. It could be extremely, extremely frustrating, and a lot of people may not be able to endure it for too long. Final one before I open the phone line, then we'll now talk about other ones, particularly maybe the biggest. And I'm sorry if I'm going to be embarrassing some people tonight, but the truth must be said. Because on Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN, we say the truth. How long do you think she can handle or she can endure the fact that once in a while you hit her? Pause a while and digest that. Some ladies can't even talk about the way you hit them because they want to save themselves from the embarrassment. They of course, it's not an easy thing to go out and say that my husband beats me. No lady wants to say that. And you think she's enduring, you think this is going to be forever. No, some things may not be forever. If you are molesting her, if you are violating her, if you are punching her, hitting her, or physical abuse on her, how long do you think she can endure? Most things in marriages are endured, but for how long? Every day you wake up, every day I wake up, we must plan on how to make our lives better. We must move our families further. We must be able to think of something tangible that will help everybody in the family to be happier for who they are. Everything is nice, but not everything that we do is okay for the partner. Sometimes some of these things that we do are good for us, but have we bothered to ask ourselves if they are good to those that we are with? Sometimes we are very selfish. We just want to do the things that favor us, not thinking of what she is going through. When you have hit a woman once, twice, I think that's just about enough. For me, it's an advice to all the ladies. I would not at any time ask you to endure that kind of a problem. The economical issue, the social issues, they could still be managed, even though it could be frustrating. But when it gets to physical issues, these are things that you need to run away from. I'm going to be opening the phone lines right now while we discuss on 346-426-5650. If you're calling from the US, 346-426-5650. But if you're calling from outside the US, please add +1. So it's going to be +1 346-426-5650. Tonight we are talking about how long can we endure, or should we endure everything that comes with a marriage? There are many things that will come, some pleasant, some not so pleasant, but the truth of the matter is we need to ask ourselves, how long are we going to endure? There are some, the phone line is open now, and I'll be waiting for your calls. Don't forget 346-426-5650. This is Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. Tonight we are discussing enduring or endurance in marriage. Should we actually endure everything that the marriage would bring? Now, a lot of marriages would always bring good things. Of course, these are the things that everybody would desire. It's okay. We love the good things. But then, two unrelated people coming together, there are some of those things that are not palatable. And if they are not palatable, how long should we endure? Our parents, like I told us, handed over to us that regardless of what it is, make sure you stay there. Particularly in Africa, these are the songs that they sing. Regardless of whatever, find a way to stay on and just endure. But the truth is, how long should we endure? So, ladies listening to me tonight, what's your advice to other ladies that have their husbands not working, not making attempts to work, sitting down at home, watching TV, the lady paying most of the bills? What's your advice? Or rather, what should be your approach? Or rather, how long do you think they can endure? Tonight, let's talk, everybody. 346-426-5650. If you're calling from outside the US, +1 346-426-5650. We go on a short break right now, and when we come back, we'll start picking your calls. How long should we endure the issues that marriages bring?
Welcome to Unique Beauty Palace, where you can find your beauty skincare products: whitening body lotion, whitening oil, glowing oil, serum, scrub, black soap, body wash, whitening and glowing supplement. We also have one-on-one discussion about your skin type. Check us out at Unique Beauty Palace, 12699A, Business Street, Houston, Texas, 77099. Open 9:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Close on Sundays. Telephone 713-548-7739 or 281-741-7080 or www.uniquebeautypalace.com. Unique Beauty Palace. Check us out today. Oh yeah, suya on the spot. We value our customers. That's why we make suya for them on the spot. DD turkey wings suya, beef suya, skewers of kidney suya, chicken thigh suya, spicy kuli, grilled fish, 100% halal, real Hausa suya. Order now, 832-916-0724 or at www.suyaonthespot.com. Instagram handle at suya_. There is suya and there is suya. Check us out today. Spicy and not spicy. Suya on the spot. Ukojabe. When it comes to eating African food like you are in Africa, don't just call for jollof rice. Ask for greens and solid jollof rice, greens and solid fried rice, greens and solid ewa going, greens and solid porridge yam, babambari reni, greens and and solid àmàlà on point. Gbẹ̀gìrì àtewédú lórí àmàlà tó fẹ́lẹ́ tó ń gbóná fẹ́lẹ́fẹ́lẹ́ with your choice of meat or fish. Roundabout ni abọ́dí ṣàkíní àbẹ́dọ̀ ẹja aláràn lẹ́nfẹ́ ni àbí kúrúkà bó sì jẹ́ tilapia ni gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà lọ́dọ̀ tiwa. At Grace and Solid àmàlà on point, just give us few minutes to prepare what you order and boom, you have it exactly as it is pictured. Grace and Solid àmàlà on point. 11134 Highway 6 South, Sugarland, Texas 77498, Suite 216, or Grace and Solid àmàlà on point at 12306 Bichno Street, Houston, Texas 77072, inside the Shell gas station. Telephone 832-295-3570 or cell phone 832-692-0465. Greens and Solids on Facebook, Greens and Solids on Instagram, or www.food@greenandsolid.com. Food as it is in Africa. Greens and Solid àmàlà on point. See you there.
Men don't even have to do nothing. They do enough work. They need to be taken care of by their women, by their wives.
Okay.
Another point.
Yes, sir.
I can give you 100 different points.
Yes,
why
sir.
What you're talking about on the TV, I don't know exactly what
yes,
that's
sir.
supposed to be.
First and foremost, sir, can I get your name, sir?
Don't worry about my name.
All right. Now let me quickly respond to some of those things that you have said. Remember, while I was talking, I said tonight is going to be for the men. Of course, we're going to discuss some of those women as well. And you have made a very good point, and I extremely agree with you. What a woman brings into the marriage is not just her beauty. Do we agree on that, sir? Do we have an agreement?
Of course. Hold on, wait a minute. See, the thing, I know we're talking about, maybe we're talking about Nigerian culture from the way you sound and what I'm listening to on TV. But what I'm listening to right now is the fact that the people in Nigeria and Africa, in America, Europe, anywhere, it doesn't really matter. How can I be talking to you and you on TV saying something different now? Let me answer me that question.
All right. Let me answer your question directly. Please patiently listen to me. Now, the truth is that in a home, it's always good when both parties bring some form of contributions. Sometimes the woman will even earn more than the man. There is nothing bad in it. The woman could have a very good job that is far better than the man's own. No problems about that. What I have a problem with, and I do not know if you agree with me, other listeners, please, I need you to step in and let's see if we agree with this. What I have a problem with is an able-bodied man. What I mean by able-bodied man, he has everything going for him except the fact that he just wants to sleep more. And the woman is the only one working.
Okay, what about the able-bodied woman?
What I've said.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. What about the able-bodied woman who thinks she's so pretty? All she needs to do is for the man to take care of her. All she got to do is open her legs and she can get whatever she wants. What about the able-bodied woman?
Should I answer that, sir? Do you want me to answer that? For me personally, I kick against a woman that all she brings into the union is just her beauty. I have not said a woman shouldn't work, right, sir? I believe that a woman should work. But if a man loses his job for the sake of the family, he should stand up and look for a way to get it back, and not make.
What makes you think a man is not doing that? The people, the man that you, I'm not sure what kind of man you're talking about.
All right.
But if you're talking about a man that was born and raised well, raised right,
yes,
go to school, have family,
yes,
have responsibilities,
yes,
those you generalizing stuff, and I'm not sure this conversation make a lot of sense.
All right. Now, you've hit the nail on the head. And I do not want you to think that what is happening in your home is the same thing happening in every other home. You have to appreciate the fact that, excuse me, sir, you have to appreciate the fact that for yours, it's going straight, it's going smooth. But there's so many. Look, for those of us that talk, we have a lot of people that come up with many help, a lot of help. I mean, we've had people that the husband just doesn't want to work, right? And I feel that that's not fair on the lady. I will not join anybody to say the lady should not work. Of course, she should work. When two people are bringing income into the home, it is better than when one person is bringing it. But for the man, his primary responsibility, according to the design of nature, is to be a provider. The lady will support. Let's create the right environment.
Okay, as much as I
do we agree with that?
Extent, no, to a certain extent, not
yes.
all the way. But my problem here, what I'm saying is, when you say the man has supposed to provide, which makes a lot of sense. But guess what? Like I said, this is a millennium. Mm-hmm. The women, they don't sit in their own places now and be the wives and the caretaker. They're supposed to be caretakers. Mm-hmm. That is supposed to be. Now the women want to go ahead and claim equal this, equal that. Oh, fine. I don't have any problem with that. Okay. My major problem right now is that when you making mention of, look, that regardless of who raised me and where I was raised, this and that, is to the point is that everybody have equal responsibilities now. This is again for the 1,000th time. This is the millennium. Mm-hmm. There's no reason for anyone to be saying that, the man had to be the sole provider. So nowadays, women smarter than some women think they're smart. They got better jobs. Mm-hmm. They can make more money. Mm-hmm. They can go ahead and take care of their home and take care of their husband. Mm-hmm. Some women don't even want their husbands to work. They want them to be a home daddy. You stay at home, I make the babies, you take care of them, I go to work and bring the money. Okay. Some women okay with that. Okay. But the point, what we're talking about, I think we put in a little bit sentiment of our culture back home in this situation where, like, we're saying that, okay, the women gotta man gotta be the sole provider, this and that. No. Okay. No, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Provider in the family.
Yes, sir.
One that got a lot of sense. That sit down with the husband, have discussion, and think that they can actually help each other out in the marital relationship and raise a family. Yes. That's what's going on.
Yes, sir. Now, for the sake of emphasis, may I say it again for the sake of emphasis, I strongly believe that both should work. It is better when two incomes are coming into the same house than when one income and only one income is coming. And as a matter of fact, for the lady, her natural role is to support, which should be emphasized. We all should agree on. For the man, his primary responsibility is to provide. And so when he's not providing, a good man will find a way to provide. Don't get me wrong. I believe that a wife could be earning much more than the husband. Look, I can't overemphasize that. I'm fully okay with that. What I am not okay with is when a man will think, look, she's already working, she's earning enough. Let me just sit and just relax. That is what I have a problem with. I feel that everybody should make an attempt to contribute to the family.
You know what, to a point. Some people are blessed where they don't really even have to work much before they have money. They were born with so they say, silver spoon in their mouth. They have money growing up, this and that, all that. They don't have to do too much work, or their wife or their girlfriends, whatever. Don't have to do a whole lot. But there are some of people that have to go through the same everything people go through. Now, when you come across somebody like that, do that mean that man is lazy? Do that mean he is not strong enough to provide for his family? No,
All right.
it's not like that.
All right.
The bottom line is that in anybody relationship, you just look before you live.
I agree with you.
And if you think this person, like these females think nowadays that, I don't think he can take care of me. Maybe I should mess with him.
Yes.
I need everything I can get from him. This and that. No, that was back in the day.
I agree with you to some extent, and I thank you for calling. One thing that you have given to me tonight, which we're going to be discussing in some latter days, will be some ladies feel that, look, I am contributing my beauty. Of course, I would not agree to that, but it happens. It happens where they feel that, look, the glory or the shine that I'm bringing to the family is good enough. We will discuss all that. There must be more that we are all contributing. I really want to thank you, sir, for calling. Thank you so very much. We have another caller.
Man, my pleasure.
We have another caller.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Oh, I think we lost that call. The new caller, please call back. Please, I'd like you to call back. I tried to pick, but for some reasons, it didn't connect. All right. So we heard what the last caller said, and to some extent, we had a bit of agreement and disagreement. I do not want to really say so much about the ladies tonight because I want to emphasize more and more tonight. But I fully agree with him that whatever you think you have, that beauty has nothing to do with what is happening in the family. The beauty, they say, is in the eyes of the beholder. You could be the most beautiful lady in the world, but what are you using your brain for? You must support. I believe that every lady as well must contribute something, but what I will not take will be some men that are just there to sit down and just enjoy, in quote, what the lady is bringing in. The man has said it so loudly that it's a new world. Things have changed. And well, things have changed, but nature hasn't changed it. And that's just the truth. The nature still puts on the shoulders of the man the responsibility of being the provider. Don't get me wrong. In many instances, the lady could be the one earning more. Yes, it's okay. But you as a man, do not sit and fold your hands. You must be able, your hands are not just there to be folded. You must use these hands to do some work and contribute some things in the family. You may not pay it 100%. You don't have to pay it 100%, but mark it anywhere. You as a man, you must be the provider. The line is opened again, 346-426-5650. I will go on a very short break, and when I come back, we'll be picking some of your calls. 346-426-5650. And if you're calling outside the US, please include +1. This is Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. I'll see you at the other side of the divide. Well, life to you may be different from life to me. The way I see life most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is ESHMAN. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday and on Wednesday and on Thursday. ESHMAN will be waiting for you.
and authentic African cuisine has made us not to stop dishing out the best to our customers. Check out some of our delicacies and African food today. We also cater for both indoor and outdoor parties. Finger Licking Restaurant 2.0. Check our all-day coffee tea spots are open on Sunday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We deliver with Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Drop Off. Finger Licking 2.0, 98178 Business Street, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 713-270-7070. Come for an authentic African cuisine.
Today, you're welcome back. Thank you once again, and it's so good to see you one more time. This is Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. The phone lines are open, like I said, 346-426-5650. Let's discuss, let's talk. If you're calling from outside the United States, remember to put +1, and we'll talk about this matter. Now, everything in life, many times we have to endure, just like the military men that are, defending countries. Once again, if you're a military man or a military woman, you're watching me, thank you for your service, and we do hope that what you're doing, we all will enjoy the peace. Thank you one more time for keeping the peace of the country, and thank you again for your service. Now, but a military man will endure so much, during the war. It's okay. But then in the family, it's like war as well. There's so many things that you want to endure. There's so many things that you want to pretend like, okay, I got this. But at what time? At what point? When is that breaking point for you to say, I can't take it no more? And we have discussed and agreed that there are some things that really actually frustrate the partners. I am tilting towards the side of the ladies tonight, supporting them. But like it or not, 100 times over, I would always say one is a provider in a family and the other one is the support. Now, even if the lady is earning more, whatever little the husband is earning, the husband is still the provider. But when he's not earning anything and he's just sitting there, not pushing, that is where I do have a problem with. I agree very much. It is better for two incomes to come into the same home than for only one side to come. And so when it's like that, as a man, please do yourself a good favor by looking at what you can do. If you cannot find a job, create one. As little as possible, you're making an attempt. You're getting from the bed. You're moving to the road. You're doing something that is fetching a little bit of money. And that goes a long way most of the time. Now, what do you do when you cannot endure no more? This is when people fight back. The last thing that we should be talking about is breaking it. Before you break up anything, make sure you have done everything possible for you to make it work. Make it work by talking about it. Don't just keep quiet. Many times things happen that we don't like, and guess what? We keep quiet. We keep quiet for some funny reasons. I don't know why people keep quiet when they see things that are not working. If you don't like what he is doing, sit him down and talk to him. If you don't like what she's doing, please sit her down and talk to her. This is why both of you are together. You cannot pretend like you're not hurting. A lot of people are hurting. You're hiding it from people outside, and you're also hiding it from your partner. Wow. In that case, you're in prison. If you cannot at least talk to your partner about the things that you can no longer endure, I encourage everybody to speak out. If your wife is doing some things you can't endure, please, by all means, talk to her about it. This is really pushing me. If your husband is doing things that you can no longer endure, why are you quiet about it. The fact that you're talking about it does not mean that you're instructing him or commanding him or ordering him around. It's just because you're making him to understand that this is the pain of your heart, and keeping quiet about it is only going to do one thing: frustrate you further. There would always be the good, the bad, and the ugly. As long as we are alive, all those things will happen. When you catch the good, celebrate it. Oh, celebrate it. When you catch the bad, guess what? Talk about it. Talk about it with him. Find a way. Talk about it with her. The time you're spending outside is too much. I do not like it. Do you think you can do something about it? Let both of us find a way to do something about it. It's your right as a husband or as a wife to ask your partner about the things that you can no longer endure. Don't pretend to be able to endure everything and anything, whatever he brings home. No, that's not right. In fact, some relationships are so bad, you just may not want to know. Those of us that do this talking for a living have heard a lot of things. Some relationships are so bad that the man could actually come to the same matrimonial home even when the wife is around with another lady. I think the wife has been pushed to the extreme, and everybody stays there because of what they told us: you must remain. At what point are you going to talk about it? Please call me and let's discuss. 346-426-5650. If you're calling from outside of the United States, remember to put +1 on 8. Now, when you do the discussion, when you talk about these things, honestly, they go a long way. The chats, the discussions, the talks, they go a long way to make you understand that the other person really does not like what you're doing. Sometimes you don't like what they are doing, but because you're not talking about it, they really don't know that you don't like it. If you don't know how to talk about it, you can write it down. You can send it to him as a text message. You can wake him up at night and talk about it. Make sure he's not the one that is always angry. So if he's the man that is always angry, wait for the right time before you discuss. But you must discuss. Otherwise, you will live in perpetual frustration. Remember, I said when it's good, you celebrate it. When it is bad, you talk about it. But what about when it is ugly? When it is ugly is when he is making you the punching bag. When it is ugly is when you're receiving slaps here and there. What do you do at that point? Run like you're being chased. When a man or when a woman is beginning to hit you black, that is when you know that it has gotten ugly. This is when you need to run to somebody else that probably could step into the matter and make it work. You cannot afford to stay there when your head is about to be broken. Ugly situations are really ugly, and I do not encourage anybody to endure that kind of a thing. Of course, it can be discussed, but a man that's used a hammer on your head can't be talked with. You need to run somewhere so that you can stay under some form of protection. Then you can talk. Most of the time, talk from afar. Don't think that anything and everything should be endured. You got to speak out. A lot of people have been killed, sadly, killed in their relationships that started with love, relationships that started with laughter, relationships that started with I love you, I miss you, and people are killing themselves just because somebody did not talk about it at the right time. My friends, I love celebrations. Good things should be celebrated. Emphasize on it again and again. Let there be a lot of wishing, a lot of praises when he has done the right thing or she has done the right thing. But when there are things you don't like, please talk about it. We have another call right now. This is Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. Are you there, sir? Ma?
My name is Ben.
Ben. Yes, you're welcome to the show.
Ben. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Ben. You're welcome to the show.
Yeah, I was calling to ask that what if in a situation where you try to find an opportunity to talk to your spouse and it's difficult for you to, whenever you try to talk, there's always something else that comes up, or the spouse always, try to cut it off, and you never have time. What do you do?
Wow. Mr. Ben, thank you very much for this question, and this is really very important. And stay online, Mr. Ben, because you and I just want us to discuss. As at times, there are some things that frustrate the man more than not having money. I'm sure you agree with me, Mr. Ben. Being broke is a situation where you can get out of. But when you cannot even talk to your partner, how do you want to start? And you're burning with so much desires. Really, you can't afford to keep a relationship that you will not talk. This is not in any way asking you to break it. No. But you must find a way to create that environment where you can talk. These are just few examples, for few ideas of mine. If you do not agree with me, Mr. Ben, please let me know. All right, one of them, change the environment.
I totally agree with you. I mean,
yes. So one of the things you can do, Mr. Ben, is change the environment. There are times that all a lady is looking for to talk is just a change of environment. For instance, go on a cruise, go on a holiday in a place that she hasn't been before. At that point, in the midst of excitement, because she knows that you planned it, and so you didn't plan that goodie for you to have a quarrel. You planned it so that you could have a good time. That's one of the best places to let her understand how things have been. Number two, keep away in some instances the distractions. And I'm very sorry to the women. What I'm about to call distractions, I do not mean that in a negative way. I love the women and I respect you. But sometimes the children are major distractions between the man and the wife. You really need to talk. Find a place where you can keep your children for some time. Sometimes you're talking and a child comes up, they don't understand. It will distract. That could spoil the mood. That could make it never for that discussion to come up again. So look for a way to keep that distraction. Mr. Ben, I have another call I have to pick, but I promise I will answer all your questions.
Thank you so much. I'm going to keep following the program. I appreciate all you do.
I appreciate you, Mr. Ben. Thank you very much. This is Sharing Life Matters. Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN.
Let's have to get in touch, Peludami.
Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN.
Hello?
Yes, welcome to Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN.
Okay, so I'm thinking, what if this is an agreement between the husband and wife, that one person should stay in the house? It doesn't have to be the lady that should be the housewife. The husband can also agree to be the
house husband,
and it will be the wife will be bringing in all the money.
Okay.
Sometimes it can be an agreement. I think we are looking at it from Nigerian mentality, that's the way that culture is over there. It is expected that it's the wife that will be in the house while the husband is working. But it can be the other way around as well.
Okay, before you drop off, man, thank you very much for calling on to the show. At no point did I say anybody will be the housewife or the house husband. As a matter of fact, I emphasized it again and again that the best that could happen is when two incomes are coming to the same house. That is my belief. That is what I will hold on to. That is what I wish will happen in every home.
Okay, can I chip in something?
Yes,
it might be, for here, maybe they have to pay a nanny, and they realize that making that payment is like somebody going to work and paying someone else to take care of the children. And they've decided that instead of somebody going to work to do that, somebody should just stay in the house.
Okay, this is a new century, and I'm sure you must have heard of work from home. You can take care of the baby in the home and be working while you're taking care of the baby. Right? There's so many customer service jobs that you can be in your pajamas and handle. And so my emphasis tonight is on the fact that while I may want to take your excuse a little for the woman, there is no excuse why a man cannot bring some form of income, except if he's not able, maybe some form of disability, and I fully respect and I understand that. But the able-bodied man, look, no matter how much you have, the more that we add to it goes a long way. So if in court is going to be the house husband, open a computer, start some things online, do some jobs, just bring some form of income. You don't have to leave the house. The same goes for the lady. I personally don't subscribe to housewife thingy. You understand? Of course, some people are so rich they can afford that, but that is not the majority of the people around us. Like it or not, majority of the people around us still want some more money, right? And so I have never said the lady should sit and not work. Erase that if that was what you heard. No, what I said is that it is better for two incomes to come into the same home, but that the man must see himself as the provider. I even said the lady could be earning more. The little that the man is earning is very important. What I do not want will be some men that believe, oh, she's any good, let me just sleep and wake up and sleep and wake up. No, that I do not take. But madam, I really do.
You do know that one person can actually be making the salary of 4 people.
Yes.
And they might just not want someone from outside to take care
and
of the children.
And the question, ma'am, how many?
Somebody stay back home.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Look after the children.
Yes, ma'am. And the question now is, how many of those kind of people do you know? See, there are some people.
There was an exception to
yes,
the rule
there are some people. I agree with you.
I
agree with you. There are some people that make, let's say, $1 million a month. How many of them do you know? The majority of the people, the everyday, my program is for everybody, particularly the everyday people. So the everyday people, right, that they're still paying, as long as you're still paying mortgage, you're not there, you're not that person. So whoever is not paying mortgage yet or is paying mortgage, first to the group of people that I'm talking about, that they need double income. Tomorrow we're going to continue this program, and I do hope, madam, that you will call again tomorrow. I need to quickly round up, ma, if you don't mind, but I really do appreciate you for calling into the show. Mr. Ben, I will remember to mention some of the things that you have talked about tomorrow as well when we continue with the program. But I told you, change of environment is very good. Remove the distractions, very good. There are some more points, but we got to round up tonight. Thank you very much, ma, and I do hope you will call again tomorrow. All right, ma? Ladies and gentlemen, I do just want to thank you very much. It's been a wonderful program tonight. And in summary, I just want us to know that happiness can be found. We all can be happy. We all can find a way to be happy. There is nothing as sweet as communication. It is the best thing. My last caller, I love what she has said. She actually said both of them could agree, which is true. If that is your agreement that the man will sit at home, yes, but it's difficult. And people keep talking about whether Nigerian culture or African culture. No, it cuts across the globe. Let me even shock you. Even in the animal kingdom, the male species is always the provider. And that is the truth. That is how nature has designed it. So there are some few people, if you look at the pyramid, it is bigger on the bottom, but the higher it goes, the narrower. There are some very few people that truly can afford it. All right, this discussion will have to continue tomorrow. I have had a good time. Please tell your friends to sit back tomorrow and let's discuss this some more. And this is Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. I do hope that when we see again, there'll be good news in our mouth. Until then, ESHMAN is my humble name, and I'll see you at the other side of the divide. I've not been alone. My technical crew, I'd like to appreciate them. Georgina Broker, my technical manager. Thank you very much, Georgina, for being there. And my executive producer, Shino Ayo Oyinlola. These are wonderful people that have been with me tonight. We will surely see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay good and stay safe. Have a
BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. Ship to USA from Niger, or ship from Niger to USA, and also to Canada. Individual, small business, corporate establishments, and African stores and restaurants. Ship anything at all. USA Office, 12455 Westpac Drive, Suite H15, Houston, Texas 77082. Telephone 832-614-8984 or 281-741-4829. Email info@bsaprologservice.com or www.bsaprologservice.com. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. You are the reason we exist.
Well, life to you may be different from life to me. The way I see life most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is ESHMAN. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday and on Wednesday and on Thursday. ESHMAN will be waiting for you.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Bisonet Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.